Hi guys, and welcome to Joe's Camera. Today I'm just going to give a quick report back on the past 2 weeks. We were quite stoked as we received an invitation a couple of months ago by the International Tourism Festival Africa to enter 3 of our films that were subsequently seen by some judges in the film festival, and they requested us to enter the 3 films into specific categories in the Tourism Film Festival. We did so, and 2 weeks ago we were requested to go to a gala evening in Cape Town in the Lavalier Theatre, and we were quite stoked to have received a silver award in the documentary and ecology or environment category of the film festival. The subject that was chosen was the Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park, or the short film that we did on our YouTube channel. Joe's Camera was a celebration of the Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park, so therefore the Kalahari received quite a lot of mileage because of that. It was also subsequently promoted by the Transfrontier Parks Management Company, and we were quite stoked about the award. Of course, the award facilitated various newspaper articles, and Anina Burger from Uppington, which is also a Kalahari girl, actually wrote the article, and she requested me to send in a voice note of why I chose the Kalahari as a subject for the film, and also asked me to send in a couple of my photographs, not the film, but the photographs. So the photographs were promoted and not the film in the print media. A couple of the articles went out in the Burger and the Volksblad, I think. I don't know where else. I haven't read them. And a very nice article actually in the Media 24 website. The feedback on the article was quite good because the images were world class. They were very good. And the article was good, and there were subsequently 3 problems that I've experienced. Number one is a lot of people asked where the zebra is found in the Kalahari, as the article mentions that all the images that were contained in the article was actually captured in the Kalahari. Well, that image was not captured in the Kalahari. It's an image, it is basically a lot of images that shows my capability as a photographer, and that sneaked in with that, and Anina obviously wrote that the images were taken in the Kalahari. It's just a simple mistake, and it was actually a celebration of the photographic skill of myself and not necessarily about images at the Kalahari. What was celebrated was the film about the Kalahari, which could not be publicized in a newspaper. Academic, a well-known Kalahari academic, made objection to the editor of Media 24, or I think maybe the Volksblad, and said that he read into the article that I did research with Professor Fritz Illoff, number 1, and number 2, that no zebras are found in the Kalahari. I've explained the story about the zebra image. There's no zebras that I've photographed in the Kalahari. With regards to Professor Fritz Illoff, what I said in the article is that my love for the Kalahari started in the period of the real men of the Kalahari, Elias Lariche, David de Villiers, and Professor Fritz Illoff. Now maybe this academic is a bit sour because his name was not mentioned in this profile men on this planet, real inspirational Kalahari men, and therefore got some sour grapes. But what it is I started going to the Kalahari in the days that Elias Lariche were park chief, David de Villiers were in charge of Mata, and in those days is when I patrolled the park with them on invitation by them, when they actually inspected and fixed the fences along the Botswana and the Namibian side, and also when they fixed wind pumps or windmills for that matter, and slept in the field with them at places like Loffiesdraai, named after Professor Fritz Illoff, and also Bitterpan and Garagap and all those places before there were any camps up. So that inspired me, as basically first day that I visited the Kalahari, I was invited by David de Villiers to actually travel with them and see how it's done. So therefore I've got first-hand knowledge of how the fences were maintained at least once a week all along the Namibian and Botswana border, and how that holes were indeed filled up to stop or minimize the escape of lion that are now prolific from the park, from escaping and then to be shot by farmers, maybe rightly so, because of fear that they would kill their cattle. So in those days, my love for the Kalahari started around 1992, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the images on that very first trip. actually won a prize, annual prize in the Getaway Gallery magazine. But that's where it all started. So yeah, we're quite super stoked. Thank you for subscribing and for being friends and watching the content that we have. We maintain that it is credible content. It is in the interest of the Kalahari. The playlist is in the interest of the Kalahari and the Kalahari's people. And yeah, I specifically made mention to the fact that those days were the days that I prefer to now, because from a conservation point of view, those days conservation was the number one principle and objective, and tourism was second. Today, tourism is number one, money is number one, and conservation is number two. I will follow up with the detail with what I've just said, with more detail and footage and so on to back up what I'm saying. So yeah, that is it. It is a film on a very nice award that we've won. Catfish Joe Productions, the production company, basically me, Ardis and Adrian, my two boys, and we're super stoked, and it motivates us, especially because the Kalahari was the subject of an international tourism festival.
Joe, laat gaan en Hardus laten gaan. From Joe's photography to the stage, please. Thank you, congrats.
That's it, a quick report from Joe's camera. Please make sure that you subscribe, press that bell so that you receive new notifications, and make comments or ask questions in the comment column. See you later.